Hello, everyone. I am Samar, and welcome to our fifth episode of Student Report Live. Recently, all of us at the University of Twente, staff and students, have had to make a sudden adjustments to the way we live, especially as students. This has affected nearly every aspect of our lives as we work and study from home now and live in a more restricted and physically isolated world. Any change in our lives can be stressful, but a sudden and unpredicted one can be a bit more challenging. So during today's live show, we will have an interview with the head chair of all study advisors and to tell us about what problems and difficulties students are facing. And after that, we will have an interview as well with Student Union to give us more tips on how to stay connected socially, some tips and tricks to be connected. And if you have any questions and comments, of course, you can type them below and it will be answered at the end of each interview. Just to point it out, at the UT website under Student Affairs Coaching and Counseling, you will find an advice of how to face Corona. The link will be found on the description. For the people who are dealing with problems, the student psychologist will work all summer long, so don't hesitate to reach out. So let's start. As a beginning, we'll have an interview with Monique, the chair of all study advisors. Well, we will give it time till she come on stage, but any one of you, whoever is watching, students, if you are encountering any kind of difficulties or stressful events or anything, you can reach out if you go to the hello, Monique.
Hello, I thought I was already on stage.
Welcome to our show.
One more button to press.
You made it. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine, perfectly fine.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Monique Duyvestijn. I will be the chair of all the student advisors from September on. I would have liked Annette de Kiewit to be here. She was the former chair and is at the moment the project leader of the student well-being project, but she's on holiday. So that's why you have to do it with me.
We are lucky.
A way less experienced person in this topic, but I'm happy to participate.
We appreciate, and any kind of advice is needed nowadays. Can you tell us how can a student reach out if they encounter any issues as a beginning?
Okay, well, really, there are several possibilities. Well, in general, in our faculty, I forgot to tell that I'm a study advisor of master students at the engineering technology faculty, the technical faculty, with about 20% of international students. In our faculty, we have organized that first year students have, at least in mechanical engineering and in civil engineering, have their mentor, which is a teacher who cares for a small group of beginning starting students. So there's direct contact. So any issue you can mention to your mentor. The next step or the parallel step is the student advisor. Each program has on their website the names of the student advisors. And students are always welcome to make an appointment with it. You can use the planner, the ET planner, or the planner, and every program has their own planner, to make an appointment. This is also without the prerequisites. If you really feel, you already mentioned it, Samar, you need psychological support, you can make an appointment with the psychologist using the telephone number on the website. We like in a lot of cases, students think, oh, I can handle it, I can solve it myself. And later on, it appears that the problem got bigger or more complicated. So that's exactly, and there are the university has quite a few of regulations supporting students with problems.
Hmm.
But one of the requisites is that students advise it in an early stage.
Yeah, true.
As we say, when the delay is already there, it's way more difficult to help. Usually, it's easier to help when the problem starts. Then usually the problem is smaller. So
Yeah.
that's why I would like to insist and ask everybody to. Sometimes it's just a small email from two sentences mentioning your problem, and it's true. In a lot of cases, students can handle their own problems and nothing else we have to do. But just in case a problem grows larger, I would like to ask every student to contact in an early stage um, the student advisor. And then we also have at the SAC,
Hmm.
student advice counselor and counselor. We have the student counselor who can help with financial issues, with regulations, with financial issues. And there you are free to make an appointment, but at the same time you have to inform your student advisor, your study advisor, your academic counselor. We are still using different names,
Yeah, the
but
study
for the same.
advisor. I can understand for some students this can be quite sensitive from the beginning to start talking about it. But let's say if anyone realizes it's getting bigger, it's maybe better to reach out.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Hmm. Like the studying alone can be stressful for students, and with Corona, it might be more challenging. What is your opinion on that?
Well, at the start of the corona, like in the I think in the second week and the third week,
Hmm.
in our faculty, we send out an email to all the international students because we thought that's the more vulnerable group because Dutch students have the support
Yeah.
environment closer. And at that stage, we were quite reassured because the big majority, like 90% of the population and 80% respondent, told us that they were fine. They were working in their room. They had some social environment like roommates or
Hmm.
so. In the beginning, that was quite reassuring. But now, since we are already 3 months in this,
Yes.
little by little, students are reporting themselves that they're working in a small student room, and sure, not all of them. It's only a percentage. There's also a percentage who's happy with their family
Yes.
around and are even happy with the calm life, so
Hmm.
they can dedicate more to
Work.
their study
Yes.
tasks. But yes, there is a new group of students who were in a good study rhythm and who are having now more difficulty. That's
Hmm.
the fact that a lot of students of our students were using the library, the faculty. So that I've quite a few students lately. That's only lately popping up. In the beginning, it was fine, the corona, but lately, last couple of weeks, it's popping up as an issue that students, when they are in their own room, it's for eating, sleeping, socializing, and when they are out of the room, it's for studying.
Hmm.
And now on a small service, they have to combine all the functions together. And yes, what I'm noticing is that it's less motivating
Hmm.
for that group of students who
Yeah, who are suffering from
yeah,
like facing this routine. It became like a routine now.
this routine, so it influences directly on the study rhythm. And for sure, we can all read in the newspaper how it
Mhm.
influences the social environment, so the social well-being. It's not the same talking on a screen as talking and hugging in real life, which
Yes.
is restricted.
Well, I hope we all get through this.
Yes, yes, we all hope that.
Yes. So, what did you notice, like, of students' well-being during this time? The things, is there any common things you noticed?
Um, Well, in the beginning, I started I mentioned the rather high percentage of international students, and as I already told, there is some delay for all students. That's equal for Dutch students and international students. But
Mm-hmm.
the impact on international students is higher because of the financial issues, because of being far away from home.
Mm-hmm.
So the impact of the corona-related delay, and then we can think of being in your master thesis and you aren't able to uh, go to the labs, or you aren't able to um, talk to people who you have to talk to do a survey or those kind of things.
Yes.
Companies are closed, all those kind of things. The impact for international students is higher,
Mm-hmm.
especially because of the financial pressure they feel, and financial pressure um, is related sometimes in some cases to psychological not well-being.
Mm-hmm. I can understand. For me, as an international student, it's like double. Being stuck in a routine at the same time. There's deadlines. There's studying. No, I'm not in contact with friends, so it can be difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But what kind of like um one of these things, like, is there specific cases that students come with, like specific issues that the student are going through except the international students? Like now, you noticed only international students or other students also are facing other stress events from the pandemic?
Yeah, like I said, the stress events are similar
Mm-hmm.
for all students, for the whole student population. That the rhythm is not productive. Students are in their own small room and are missing the input of others, and are out of their rhythm, and being out of the rhythm. And it's not only the study rhythm, it's also the social rhythm, isolates them and makes them feel not nice.
It's true.
Not so that's a problem. In the beginning, you were just mentioning the website. There is a website made about well-being. I think you were referring to that.
Yeah, SAC. In the website, the university,
Yeah,
under SAC and well-being, there is Face Corona. It has tips and advices about how to like be strong and face it,
yeah,
face this duration.
yeah, and it has a lot of tips about structure, about pausing, about sporting, all those kind of tips
Hmm.
um, that help to lower the experienced stress in students.
Yeah.
And that's my work also. It's a back and forth between study advisors and psychologists and the website. So uh,
That's nice. A lot of people participated on how we can make this less stressful for students. That's really nice. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate it. Was quite informative. And these were my questions. So now let's check if the audience have any. My teammate Dennis will appear on stage and will tell you if there's some questions from audience.
okay, I'll stay here.
Yes, good evening, Samar. Good evening, Monique.
Good
Um,
evening, Dennis.
there are not a lot of questions, but there is one, and I think it's a rather interesting one
Hmm.
from our team member himself. You said that you are a student advisor for master students right now. Do you have more requests for meetings with students than before Corona started?
Oh, way more,
Yeah?
way more.
And this is due to the Corona pandemic, or is it just because of we are ending at the end of the year?
Um, No, it is due to the corona pandemic. As I was explaining, it has to do with the financial issues of international students. And luckily, the university is working hard on all different kinds of new regulations, corona related. But there are so many new regulations, it's not always clear which regulation applies.
Yeah.
Uh, the website is being formed, but that implies that a lot of students are contacting me to
Mhm.
ask if they belong to it, to explain their stress, because as I already told, the corona crisis has a way higher stress level because of the financial issues. Also,
Yeah.
sometimes of Dutch students, but the Dutch students also experience the financial stress.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can imagine. Yeah, that's hard right now, of course, and yeah, especially of course we get a lot of support from the government, but I imagine that foreign students usually don't get that support, and that makes it the more harder to well be able to pay for the study here.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's a
true.
hard one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that there are no more questions from our audience, which means that I will remove myself from the screen and we will see our second speaker, right?
Yes, and thank you, Monique. Monique, I appreciate.
You're welcome.
Have a good evening.
I
We'll
will
see you in a bit, Dennis.
listen to Saikiran.
Thanks. So, as Monique mentioned, that wasn't all. Now you know how to encounter and reach out for the student psychologist or reach out for your study advisor. And now we will have Saikiran from Student Union to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to stay social and connected. So let's start.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Saikiran.
Hi.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
We are honored that we have you here now. I am looking forward to hear the tips and tricks you have for us.
Yeah. Yes, I am not an expert in this issue. I am also a fellow student, trying to deal with this, trying to deal with pandemic, and I cannot give you best tips, but I can tell you how we at Student Union are handling this issue at the moment. um, just like everyone, we had to work from office, and we cannot work from office anymore. Now we have to be in the room, and we miss this every morning when someone comes into the office for the first time. We say good morning to everyone, and that's quite a nice feeling, and we miss it
Yeah.
now. Uh, so what we replaced it is in Slack every morning at 9 o'clock when we start working. We kind of have a competition to see who is the first one to say good morning, to just keep each other engaged or refreshed, saying that this is our working time, and now we will concentrate, and together with bureau winners we made some tips, and
Mhm.
which are on the website of U20 as well. Those tips are quite nice. One of the most interesting tip personally helped me is how to get rid of procrastination. I'm master procrastinator, and we there are a couple of things. We need to keep ourselves physically active, because now we don't have this walking from building to building exercise or walking in general exercise. So regular rhythm is important for us. In the morning at 8:30 we just walk around our house before starting our day, to just have a feeling that we are biking to the university, like like
Yeah,
like
being productive.
yeah, being productive. And from meeting to meeting, we usually take 5 minutes break, go to the
Mhm.
living room, talk to our roommates, just catch up a little bit,
Mhm.
get so away from the screen is always nice, right?
Mhm.
So we try to minimize looking at screen as much as possible. Walk, do some physical exercise, start some workout challenge. We have a small group within our friends. We challenge each other, saying that today I'm gonna do 100 sit-ups or 200 push-ups.
Wow.
that's that's just
That's nice.
yeah. And of course, it's challenging. It's different. Uh, we had never experienced this before. We don't know how long it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
We need to we need to stay positive. We need to avoid all this bad news from everywhere. Of course, everything is going in the direction that we didn't anticipate it before. It's
Yeah.
surprising for us, right?
Yes.
So uh, watching nice movies or trying to avoid news is something which helped me personally
Mm-hmm.
to focus on what I do. And the thing, it would be shame that if I couldn't do what I like the most.
Yeah.
In the full-time board year, I choose to do this, and if I am distracted with this with all the bad news around
Mm-hmm.
me, that's shame. I cannot look back anymore to to the situation, and and for us youngsters, we take challenges, right? That we will face it, and
Yes.
we will also face this problem.
Mm-hmm.
Organizing a 9-day introduction period at the age of 21 years is a big challenge. If we could do that, we could also do this, right?
True.
And
That's true.
that's keeping us motivated to do stuff every day.
I like how you guys keep yourself motivated and in a competition environment. It
Yeah.
will also encourage you to do more things.
Yeah, right. That also we are not just competing with each other. We are also looking after each other. It's
Mm-hmm.
so one of the best parts of my board year with student union is we we value our personal development. We don't only look after the goals that we want to achieve or the nice things or the signature that we want to make at the university, but we also have our personal goals that I want to be more productive after 1 year, or I want to be more extrovert, to
Mm-hmm.
talk to more people, have more network, and and we regularly check each other how we are doing. You wanted to do this. How are you doing with this? Is there How is your stress? So that way, all six of us, we always feel like we are a team.
That's
That
nice.
and at this moment, because of Corona, we are doing it more often.
Mm-hmm.
So we talk to each other more often. We update each other about how we are doing, how work is impacting us. And I also encourage to have kind of a buddy with your friend to just catch up every day for 20 minutes or something. Just talk about how your day went, so that you don't feel alone. That would be a good addition, right? So it's something really. Uh, the things that we involuntarily do in a normal day, when you're walking by, you just see someone you know and you say hi and you feel like, yeah, I know these people, this is my surrounding. That's not
Mm-hmm.
happening anymore.
Yeah.
And we need to just make advantage of all the things that we have now, and and try to be in touch with your friends or your family more than before. All this pub evenings or bar evenings or gatherings of friends are replaced to Discord
Mm-hmm.
servers. So being active there, just having the same fun but in a digital way, is more encourageable. There are so many platforms available online,
Yeah.
and
Could you?
we could use some of them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 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 true. But some students, like the international students in general, who they came here like in February, they didn't get the chance to make friends or like to get familiar with the city even. So for those, do you recommend something from the university or some activities they can do, or how they can still be connected and social?
So yes, indeed, that's for those students who joined in February. They don't know how Enschede looks like. It
Hmm.
was quite quick. In 1 month, they even before they're
Lockdown.
getting familiarized with UT, even before they can find their room in cubicles,
Yeah. Yeah, true.
lockdown lockdown started. It's true. We in the beginning, when the pandemic happened, we decided to close the whole campus for all students. We immediately started investigating all the existing servers or existing online initiative for student organizations,
Mm-hmm.
and we started a website, and we kept all the information there, and we have Discord server for students who can for whole UT. They can join there. They can organize cooking events or some sort of an online community over there,
Mm-hmm.
and make friends is challenging now, but
Yeah.
but we are trying to promote all the existing initiatives more often than before, so
Mm-hmm.
that in the pursuit of reaching all those students who couldn't enjoy the student life at the university.
Yeah.
And for them, I would advise to check the websites of
Mm-hmm.
the university and also the student union more often for all the online activities available now. And their study associations have some sort of online platforms to discuss this, or to have social gatherings there. For example, my study association, Isaac Newton,
Mm-hmm.
recently have this coffee break on Discord. The most it's something.
Okay.
Just like being in the Newton chamber again, talking to people. That's something nice.
Yes. Yes.
So keep just check the website. Events are available. We are looking into online options for everything, and please be proactive. Please try to reach everything that they can. There is no one who is going to say you're not welcome here. You're most welcome to any event that is interesting for you. Just step in, check the server, see it. Bye. To the next one.
But from your surroundings, Saikiran, have you noticed like any common issues that some students are going through?
Any common issues? It's the most common issue, or
Yes.
the,
Like
the
nowadays, recently.
the most challenging thing is the regulations.
Difficulties. The students who are locked down, have you heard of any common issues they are encountering, being lonely or stuck in a routine or?
Yeah, being lonely, of course, it's most common issue that we came across, and
Mhm.
also the practical issues. The regulations are keep on changing every week, and by the time you're familiarizing with the regulation, it's old already.
It will be new.
There'll be new one coming, and at the moment we are trying to frequently update the FAQs. So every week we have a meeting to assess all the questions. Is it an up-to-date information? To keep students up to date with all the current regulations, all the correct and current regulations to uh,
Most recent.
most recent,
Yes.
not changed yet
No.
regulations.
Hmm.
But loneliness is also one of the common things that we notice. And the most interesting, or the most different thing that I came across is those students who used to be active, who used to have a social life all around campus when campus is normal. They are forced to sit inside the room. They don't have that break place anymore. They don't have that relaxing activities anymore, and those students are facing more troubles. They have to get used to this
Hmm.
this situation. As Monique explained before, in the beginning they thought, okay, 1 week or 2 weeks at home is fine, right? It's nice to not socialize for a while, but now it's 3 months already,
Hmm.
and it's changing. They don't have they cannot do the things that they like the most. They cannot go to their friends, or they cannot talk to their friends, or chat with them all night long anymore, or they cannot sport as frequently as they used to, or
Hmm.
these are some difficult things, and there is nothing much we could do to change that at the moment.
Yeah.
It's
It's worldwide actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really hard. It's really difficult, and and it's really challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And and best thing we could do is go with it, or try to look the positive side of it.
Yeah.
Just what I personally started learning how to write with my left hand. Just
You should be here every episode. My teammate Dennis keeps asking if you have a new hobby or if you just grabbed the old one and started working on it. So someone is inventing a hobby here, Dennis. Later, you don't have to ask me. He's working out on something.
yeah,
That's nice. How is it going for you?
I can write my name now without any problem.
Good luck.
Yeah,
That's great.
I'm trying to write more text lately. It's nice. It's good.
I noticed people are being so creative during
Yeah,
Corona. Really.
it's,
Is
and
there like any plans for summer vacation already that could be useful for students?
yes, indeed. Thanks for asking this question.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, usually, usually we don't organize a lot of activities during summer because you it's summer break for a reason. People go on vacations and go to their family.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Going vacations is not possible anymore, and we want to engage students during summer as well. We are looking into options of organizing some trainings, uh,
Mm-hmm.
more not more in the practical level, something like how to do taxes, for example, which
Mm-hmm.
are which are which are not taught at the university, but you could be handy in the future for you. So looking into more interesting trainings and workshops that
Mm-hmm.
students can participate, uh, and and most probably we will set a plan before the summer starts. That could be interesting for students to look for.
That's impressive, actually. I'm guessing one of them will be writing with your left hand.
Oh yeah,
I can guess.
I
Just
personally give the training. Yeah,
you have to perfect it first, then start offering it in the summer break. I'm
or
coming
we
for you.
or we can learn it together.
Okay, okay, deal. Thank you, Saikiran. These
Yes.
were these were my questions. Let's see if the audience have any questions for you. Dennis, please tell us if the audience have any question for Saikiran.
Well, there are not a lot of questions. I had to turn on my audio. Well, there are not a lot of questions, but there is one, of course, and
Okay.
that is if the task of the student union changed because of the pandemic.
Did it change? Yes, a lot. We are. It's not usual. It's not like usual. It is very different. We are looking into new challenges now. For example, we had to close the buildings in a short notice. Then we
Mm,
have to keep everyone informed how the follow-up is going to be. It's not like we close the building and nothing goes wrong, right? The boards might have to pick something from their room, or some associations have something in their freezer that has to be taken out. So we have to slowly ease those regulations, and we are trying to communicate quite well with students, updating the regulations or updating FAQs, keeping everyone informed to the right message. That was keeping us busy for a while, and now the regulations are eased a little bit. Now we are slowly opening, and we are currently busy with those regulations as well. And and for a while, or we are still looking. The activism of the university is a bit questionable for next year. We don't know how it looks like, how many associations are in trouble,
Mm.
how many students are aware of this option. So we started this online activism market to gather all the information that is necessary for students. It is different. We are busy.
mhm,
I think it's good busy, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Well, I mean, there is something in your day now to fill it, for example.
Yeah, and it is. I think I think it is more interesting now for us because we are doing something completely new,
Mm-hmm.
which no one ever did before, and everything is challenging. Everything is new.
Yeah.
We are creative these days. We are,
Mhm.
Nice.
yeah.
That's creativity also.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely true.
And one
Okay.
of the most interesting things that I enjoyed the most are the blogs. On Corona website of Student Union, we gather all the information, tips how to be productive in your room, how to study more better. Those
Mhm.
those are nice things to look.
Okay. Wow. So if people want tips on that, they can just go to your website, I guess, and they will
Yes,
find it under the blog session. Okay, that's
yes,
really good advice. Yeah.
yeah,
So if any of our audience has trouble studying, go to the website of the Student Union. They will
exactly.
support you with the best tips they can they
Yes,
gathered.
Big
indeed.
bad.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay. Well, there is, of course, a nice social question. Do you have a personal recommendation for a Netflix show or movie?
Netflix show? Uh,
Really?
yes, I can open my Netflix at the moment.
Oh no! I don't know if we can stream content like that
No,
to YouTube because of copyrights. We don't want copyright strikes on our channel.
true. No, I I kind of watched a lot of Netflix shows, so I couldn't choose something nice. But what we usually do is when we are in the room, the last person to enter our living room
Mm.
should choose something,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and that person can choose of any language or anything of their interest.
Oh, that's interesting. So
That's
it's
that's
always a surprise what you're gonna watch.
exactly. We watched this Portuguese movie, a supernatural movie. We have no idea what's happening, but it was fun.
Did you the question for because you're studying in the Netherlands? Did you already watch a Dutch movie in Dutch?
Oh yeah, I watched this this Dutch movie. It's about a horse. I I don't remember the name anymore.
Oh yeah.
There's this a horse ride. Some young lady, she bought a pony and she wants to go on a race or something, and she got so attached with the horse. It's cool. It's a slow going movie.
Well, it does ring a bell somewhere far, far, far away in my brain, but I think I know which movie you mean. Yeah, okay, nice. So, although you can't travel anymore, you bring your multicultural and multi-international experience to your home by watching Netflix shows from all over the world.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly our
That's good
point.
advice. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you can't travel, then just bring the countries into your own
to
house. I mean, why
to
not?
your
Yeah.
living room, just
Yeah,
like the map behind you, Dennis.
exactly, exactly. We brought the world back.
Yeah.
Okay, but thanks for all the information. Thanks for the lovely talk. We are going to have a short little announcement here. But thank you for being here, for the good information, and hopefully a lot of students can use your information. I think so.
Thanks for having me,
Yeah.
and have a nice day.
Yeah,
Thank you,
you too.
Saikiran.
Okay.
Looking forward to
Yeah,
see how you're keeping up with it.
I'll update you.
Thank you. Have a good
Okay,
evening.
have a
Thank
good day.
you.
Thanks.
So, yeah. Usually we would now have some polls, and I would ask, of course, the question: did you develop any new hobbies? But I heard you already discussed this with Saikiran, so
It's
we
done.
don't have to discuss it anymore. No. To
Yeah.
be a bit more serious, unfortunately, this is going to be our last show of before our summer break. But no
Mhm.
worries, there will be something in 2 weeks' time on the Tuesday, the 23rd of June. I'm going to check it here. Yes, 23rd of June. We will, as Student Report, our special guests in the Campus Talks live show. It's a live show also by the UT, and we will provide a student report in there. So stay aside for that. It's really cool, and go all watch over there because it's really fun.
Mhm.
Then we will have summer break, but after summer break we will be back. We don't know how, in some sort of form. Yeah. Thank you all guys
Surprise.
for watching all these shows. People who watched all of our shows. Thank you very much. Usually we would end the show with "See you on campus," but that's not possible. we will see each other
But
again.
maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But we will definitely see each other again on the internet in some sort of form.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching and have a really nice evening. And thank you to all the speakers, by the way. Thank you, Monique, and thank you, Saikiran. It's really important. Thank you
Thank you,
all.
everyone.
And Samar, have a nice evening as well.